curious to hear about what you think about what's going to happen in the playoffs.
I think when it comes to the playoffs, this is the most parity. Anything can happen. So shout out to the NBA. Somehow y'all sacrificed Luca going to the Lakers and everything started to like really shake out in y'all favor. So shout out big NBA for rigging it so that we can like get back interested. Off top, the matchups go crazy. I still got the Lakers over Minnesota because I trust Luca, LeBron, and Austin Reeves more than I trust what's that dude on Minnesota?
Anthony
What's the
Edwards,
forward? No, the
Julius
forward.
Randle, Julius
Julius
Randle.
Randle. Nobody trusts him. The Warriors dropping to the play-in. Y'all, hey, historically they're 0-3 in the play-in, so I really hope that they
That's a
stay in.
great
So
stat. I didn't even know that.
yeah, yes, bro. Historically, they are the worst team ever in the play-in, which is crazy. So them going to the play-in is wild. I really hope the Warriors stay in because that I think like it'll be some dope matchups. I think by far the most interesting out west for the first round got to be Denver and the Clippers, bro. Because the
You know what's
Clippers,
funny? Everybody, even on ESPN, everybody's been saying that. I'm actually genuinely surprised that everybody is this intrigued in this matchup. I'm
but I'm
like,
gonna tell
just me personally. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm gonna tell you why because I think that like they're I think the after LeBron and Stephen A kind of brought everything to like a fever pitch. People have been focusing on ball, and I think the Clippers are they've gotten hot at the right time. Denver still has the playoff experience and the championship pedigree, even though they don't got KCP. But I'm not like a Clippers fan, but I actually got the Clippers upset Denver. So I got the Clippers upset Denver. I think that like again, Kawhi's, looking the best he's looked all year. James Harden has been looking good. What's the other stud? Who should get
Zubac,
most improved? No,
Zubac.
the
Oh, Norman Powell.
Norman Powell.
Zubac should
Norman
get over
Powell.
Norman Powell though. Zubac average, he had the most total rebounds in the league this year, 1,000 and and 10 rebounds. He
Yeah, no,
had
no,
I think
I'm not
20
tripping.
something double doubles. No, I know what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
saying
Yeah,
one of them. Yeah. So
yeah.
like Norman Powell, Zubac, they've been balling. So I got the Clippers
I don't think that's an
over.
upset though, if I'm being honest.
Well, I'm saying in
No,
terms
no,
of
no.
like
I'm not. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
arguing with you. I'm
I don't think
arguing
it
with
is
the.
either.
I'm
I
arguing
don't.
with the world. I don't think that's an
Yeah,
upset.
I
I
don't think it
think
is either.
that when healthy, Kawhi Leonard every year is a top 5 player. The problem is when is he healthy? And I've covered him
Exactly.
intently. I've been around him for years, up close and personal, in the locker rooms, practices, all of that. When he looks healthy and when he is healthy, he's unstoppable. When he's not healthy, it's a problem. Now, the good news for them is that he did get hurt earlier in the season, so he recovered. He
Yep.
actually in that game on the last game of the season where they beat the Warriors to get that playoff spot. He kneed Jimmy Butler in the knee going up for like a layup or something like that, and Jimmy Butler got hurt. But they made like knee to knee contact. I genuinely thought
Yeah.
Kawhi was going to be out for the season after that. Kawhi just ran down the court like Terminator after the game, said he felt good. So I think everybody should be scared. And I think the team that should be scared the most is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Because I don't know if Kawhi is able to get rolling versus the Nuggets and carry that momentum over, it's gonna be a very, very scary, scary, scary NBA final. I mean conference in the West. In the West, very scary in the West.
Bro, listen. Let me explain
Elitely
this to you.
scary.
I'm gonna be real. I don't have the Thunder getting out. I think everybody with as many pitchforks and everybody hungry, bro. Listen, bro. We just had fucking the third to 11th seed be decided the last day of the year. Hey, it is a bloodbath. You hear me? I'm not even gonna lie. I don't have the Thunder getting out. I don't have the Thunder getting out the West.
Yeah, I said they weren't going to make it out the first round. I believe that if they play the Warriors, they're not making it out the first round. I stand by that still. I've been saying that. I've
Let
been
me
saying
see.
it all year that their first round exit is going to happen. But that depends on if the Warriors make the playoffs. As you said, they're historically bad in the play-in. Steve Kerr gave Buddy Hield the fucking ball to shoot at the end of the game, which I have no idea what
Hey,
on God's
bro.
green earth he was
Hey,
fucking
bro.
thinking.
What? Hey. I'm not gonna lie to you. What the hell, bro? Like what?
Dead ass.
Hey, I don't. You let me tell you what gets me mad. is every time they do like a behind the scenes or like the mic'd up moments, Steve Kerr knows that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter alive. That's what get me mad. It ain't like, oh, we don't hear him say it. We
No, he
heard him say
knows.
it. No, he knows, and then he goes
I've
and
talked to him about
does.
it. He definitely knows. He
No, hey,
just
listen.
an
Hey,
asshole.
I haven't talked to him about it because it don't matter. He ain't listening to you, bro. Why are you there if they not listening to you? They don't respect you. I don't like it. Don't go back, bro.
Yeah, I mentioned on one of my other shows, which was a controversial take, and I want to get your opinion on it. Actually, I said if the Warriors don't make the playoffs, Steve Kerr will be fired, and I think he should be fired. And I think that it's time for some new, fresh blood in that organization.
Time out. Time out. So let's just separate. Let's start separating what you said. Should they move on from him? I would say yes. Will they? I don't think so because Bob Myers is gone. I think Bob Myers realized that like one of them had to go. With Bob gone, I just don't see. I don't see them leaving like moving on from Steve Kerr. I think he honestly is set up like Spoelstra because of the success. Even though Spoelstra ain't got all those things, I don't see it. Do I think he should leave? Yes.
I just think it's
Like
time for a change of scenery. If I'm being honest, I think that the offense and the progression of the team, like although they went, I think 28-4 with Jim, or 24-8 or something like that with Jimmy Butler, which was very, very well. You know, they played very well. I've always questioned Steve Kerr's late game execution, and that's why you see them losing the play-in because he's not a great late game coach when it comes to execution. He put the ball in Steph Curry's hands and let Steph Curry make magic, and that's why he is looked at as genuinely as great as he is. Same,
I got a
similar
question
to.
for you.
Go ahead.
Got a question because I think you raising a great point because when you said that I thought about between him like who are like the top like coaches. We got him. We got Eric Spoelstra. Give me one more like the top considered
Tom
basketball minds.
Tom Thibodeau is up there too. He
I would
is.
not put no time out, bro.
Greg
In
Popovich,
the
but he obviously had a
okay,
stroke
so
this year.
so let's just say Greg.
No,
I'm not putting.
but Tom Thibodeau is one of the greatest NBA coaches of all time.
I'm not.
He
Listen,
gonna
I'm
go
not.
down probably top
Hold
10
on.
winning coach of all time.
Listen, I'm not saying wins, but we talking about Eric Spoelstra, Steve Kerr. I will put Pop like, but anyway, let's just say for the sake of that, right? Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra, Steve Kerr. I agree with you because I want to see your response to this statement.
Okay.
Out of those three, all of them have high highs. I think Steve Kerr has the lowest lows when it comes to coaching out of those three. Of just like moments when you like, what the hell? How do you feel about that statement?
I'm not upset at that. But I also think in large part, I put it this way: I can't blame him for 3-1 because nobody told Draymond to go and play slap ball with LeBron's nuts. And Harrison Barnes shot 30%, 30. I think he shot 34% from the field that series, and like 29% from three. There's nothing you can do when your starting, small forward is averaging like 11 points and making one out of every three shots. Then you replace him with a guy like Kevin Durant, and you see what happens. So I can't really blame him for the 3-1 comeback. But I will say I can't completely disagree with you because he does fall short in a lot of key pivotal moments where I think he gets out executed. Like Steve Kerr is notorious for breaking fucking clipboards. Yeah, you getting out executed, bro.
Here,
But go
here,
ahead.
here's my response to that. I agree. Like I'm not gonna blame him solely, but I will say this, bro. Greg Popovich, I'm not gonna say overachieved. You know what I mean? Because I think like the Spurs were early on evaluating international talent in the talent pool. I just think that like while everybody else didn't take it serious, the Spurs said, "Hey, we finna run it up on like $2 million international motherfuckers." So like I'll do that. But I will say this: playoff Jimmy became a thing under Eric Spoelstra. 5 rings under Greg Popovich. Considering the man had prime Curry, Durant, Draymond, and Clay, and you let now granted, as coach, you aren't responsible for like the shot selection all the time. But let's be clear. I do blame Kerr for the culture that was the reason why Kevin Durant left. I do. I blame him for that. It is still ultimately Draymond who ruined it, bro. But
No, he
let's be
did.
clear.
He
But
did.
I'm
He
just
had
saying when it comes,
no reason
yeah.
to do what he did.
But the lows, that's one of them, bro. Like you underachieved when y'all were unstoppable. Y'all could have easily, at the minimum, rang off another ring. Y'all could have rang off a three-peat. That's facts. Nobody was rocking with y'all. Like, bro, I'm talking about like dog. We literally looked at them and said, "Can't nobody touch them." Like nobody, bro. I mean, you had Kevin Durant, Curry, and Clay in y'all prime, the splash triplets or whatever the hell they called y'all, the splash trio, and it was real. So I mean, Curry,
You want to
somebody
know
like
something
Curry.
crazy? I'm looking up this stat. I just looked up a crazy stat. This stat is crazy. Eric Spoelstra and Tom Thibodeau have the exact same winning record as a coach, but Eric Spoelstra has coached 400 more games than Tom Thibodeau has coached at this point because he's coached, I think, 3 more seasons as a head coach than Tom Thibodeau.
You talk about the percentage?
I'm talking about the percentage, but also like Tom Thibodeau is like 140 wins behind Eric Spoelstra, but Eric Spoelstra has coached like 3 or 4 more years more. So if even at their pace, Tibbs is going to wind up being no, don't get me wrong. I'm saying Spoelstra's at 700, Tibbs is
Yeah.
at 580 something, but they got the exact same regular season winning percentage, which is crazy to me because I would have never thought that. And so basically Tibbs and Spoelstra are literally keeping pace in terms of wins. Tibbs is just years behind him. And not saying that to like make anything like an argument. I just was like,
Oh no, of course.
I'm just saying like
No, you were right.
Although he
right.
hasn't won a
Yeah.
championship,
Whoa.
I do consider him to be a supreme basketball mind because
No, I'll
I've
give you
seen
that.
him take Ronnie Brewer, Keith Bogans, and Joakim Noah, Taj
Yep.
Gibson, Luol Deng, and Kirk Heinrich to the playoffs. So, I do think that it's just time for some new blood, man. It's just some time for some new blood.
Okay.
And although I would love to see Steph and Steve ride off into the sunset, if they don't make the playoffs, he got to go, bro. That's just my personal opinion on it. But Lakers, T-Wolves, who you think winning?
I got Lakers.
How many?
Okay. I really want to say 5, like Shannon, but I might say 6, depending on how high Anthony Edwards get. Because I ain't gonna lie, like when the lights are the brightest, he show up. So like, I'm gonna say, you know what? Shower sink, walk on minks. What you think? Lakers in 5. Hey, listen, bro.
You got this man out here wilding.
Hey, the man said, pool boy, school boy, who boy, Lakers in 5. That's it, man.
I'm gonna take the Lakers, but I actually think this one is gonna go 7. LeBron is old. LeBron is gonna give you a good game every other game, which means that this will come down to be fairly even. But the Lakers got home court
7.
advantage. Lakers got home court advantage, and that's what's going to really matter. I think every single one of these first round series is going to be a dog fight from start to finish, and I think most of them will go 6 or 7. Unlike last year, where it was a lot of sweeps and stuff like that.
Last bet 25 push-ups.
What? How many games?
Yeah, I say 5. I say 5. You say 7. So 6 is
I mean,
split.
it's fine. I can do 25 push-ups right now.
I didn't say you couldn't. It's all. Hey, bro, you don't got to prove nothing to the dreamers out there. Okay, it's cool. You can do 25. It's all. You got a little defensive when I say 25.
I don't work out, but like I'm be a little sore tomorrow. I can do 25. But